think my biggest strength is probably the ability to have patience and to work with people. You know, when I see an opportunity on the horizon, I'm usually one of the most patient people to figure out how best to approach it and how we can go after it together as a team and collaboratively.
My biggest strength is my communication skills. And I also worked, when I was in high school, at a clothing store, and that really helped me to understand and know how to greet and treat your customers, how to sell to your customer, just how to overall be a great salesperson.
My biggest strength is recognizing talent in employees. If you surround yourself with fantastic people, you've got the battle won. It makes it mighty simple.
My biggest strength is probably my sense of memory. I have an extremely good memory. I remember people I've dealt with 25, 35 years ago, and I can remember their names, I can remember their homes, and I think the good Lord blesses us with one gift in life, and maybe mine is my memory.
The secret to my success, I think, is maybe being just a little persistent, but knowing how, again, to treat and relate to your customers.
I think our secret to success is to give our managers complete freedom to make day-to-day decisions. I feel that when you give them that opportunity, it brings out the best in them, and that's the way we do that.
I don't know that there can be any one particular secret to success, but it all stems from definitely hard work and the ability to persevere through whatever obstacles or challenges one faces in life. And just by staying focused on what your goals are and working every day to achieve them, or at least get a little bit closer, I think that anybody can have success.
The secret to my success is passion. I'm extremely passionate about what I do. I get excited every day coming to work and look forward to every new family that I meet and every new client, every new customer, and all the people I work with.
I chose to grow my business in Florence because of my granddaughter. No one told me that she would grow up. She was born in 1991, and I always liked clothing that was different. And I just like fashion, and all of the nicer stores and boutiques around here were closing for whatever reason, and I would have to go out of town to shop for her. And I had someone to do a business plan that did the demographics and everything, so I found out there's a need here, and it was all because of Maya that I decided to grow my business.
So growing my business in Florence was an absolute no-brainer. It's a community filled with people that are passionate about Florence, but passionate about young people and new businesses starting up in our community. The Florence community opened up its arms and supported me when I was a very young man starting this business, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and I'm anxious to be able to give back to the next generation.
Florence is just a fantastic area to do business in. The local economy is always strong. Even in the down times that we had, this market was so much better than the larger cities, and I was just so thankful to be here. Being the center of the PD, we draw from all the smaller towns around, and that really helps us too. We're just very thankful for this Florence market.
Why not Florence? Florence is probably the greatest place in the world to live, work, and play. I'm from Virginia, but I've been here since the mid-70s, I guess, and I just can't imagine going back home or living anywhere else. I just think Florence is the greatest place in the world to live, work, and play, and make new friends.
The best advice I would have to say, this is near and dear to me. About 10 years ago, I thought, I don't know, I think I might close this business. And my dad was still living at the time, and I talked to him about it, and he said, well, I'll tell you what. You can keep it open or you can close it, but remember this. A winner never quit, and a quitter never wins. And that's why I'm still here.
I think the best advice I ever received is something that's, kind of said over and over again, but it means so much when you're doing business with people, or even in life in general, which is to treat people the way you want to be treated. And if you can always remember that rule, and you can treat your employees, your business partners, your vendors, people that you do business with, your customers, the way that you would want to be treated, business and success will come back to you 10 times.
The best advice that I received was to pay my managers an annual bonus out of operating profit, and that way they would accumulate a good net worth, and let alone they would flat know that they were appreciated. And then it cuts out the having to replace managers, which is so expensive. Our average manager's been here about 20 years, and that's the reason. We just don't have any turnover. We keep them happy, and they keep me happy in return.
Go into real estate. That was the best advice anyone ever gave me, and it was back in 1980, and a fellow realtor today, a great friend of mine, said to me one day, "Why not real estate? You need to be a realtor." And I said, "That sounds great," and I've never looked back.
I give back to Florence in many ways, through volunteering. I do it through gift giving, and when I say gift giving, to charities. I also, I don't have, I read this somewhere once, that you don't have to be rich to give to charities. And that is near and dear to me.
You know, Florence was such a big part of me starting my business. To be able to start it in Florence and then grow it all across South Carolina, it makes me very proud. I'm happy to brag on Florence. And you know, to give back, I started with working with nonprofit organizations, volunteering, helping start a few nonprofits over the years. Our Young Professionals of Florence, I'm proud to have helped support that over the years. And you know, right now, my biggest philanthropy right now is working to give back to the community through service on City Council and the government.
I have given back to Florence first to Central United Methodist Church. I was on the founding board of RX Pharmaceutical and on the founding board of the school foundation. Not only do I do these things myself, I want my employees to do it, and I give them the time to do it, which, you know, is good for them too, to do their part.
Well, my husband and I both are very active in the community. We do a lot of work with the American Cancer Society. I'm on the board of McLeod Health. I'm a Rotarian here in town. And you know, it's not all about giving money, it's about giving your time and talent as well. We're interested in the arts. We participate in the Little Theater and Florence-Darlington Tech and SIMT and all the things that make Florence wonderful today.
I think Florence-Darlington Tech is a strength of the PD because it has helped us train our people so well in their, you know, in their fields that we need, not only in office help but in mechanical. They have done a fantastic job, and when you educate people, you remove poverty, and that is fantastic.
Well, no question about that. They are a great strength. As a matter of fact, I am a product of Florence-Darlington Technical College.
They're extremely responsive to the needs of both the business community and the people that live and work here in the Florence area and the Darlington area. So no doubt Florence-Darlington Tech is in tune with economic development, and when there's an opportunity to grow jobs and teach people the skills that they need to tackle the next generation of jobs, Florence-Darlington Tech has always delivered.
I have never seen a successful business that got started without an entrepreneurial person. When we think of entrepreneurial people, they're people that have a tremendous amount of drive. They come from all walks of life with creativity, and these people thrive on finding an opportunity that is a need and then determining how to best satisfy that need. When we think about entrepreneurial, we not only think about small, medium-sized, and large companies, we think about all companies together. And I have always admired people that had the fortitude to take and risk everything for something they deeply believed in. And here at Florence-Darlington Tech, we've certainly benefited from that. The people that we're inducting into our inaugural class for the Entrepreneurial Forum have been very successful in our community, and we've all benefited from that. And so it's our honor at Florence-Darlington Tech to have these people and have them be willing to be inducted into our inaugural class. And we expect in the future we will identify other people to be inducted, and also this inaugural class will be working closely with an entrepreneurial studies program that we'll be launching in the spring. So we're excited to have these people join us in a different capacity for the college, and we look forward to them being involved in the future.